would you like to play, computer? There you go. It weren't that hard. Alrighty. So, today we are gonna have to start things off by going to find yellow flowers because we are sorely lacking in the flower department. And I'm going to be needing a lot. But other than that, mostly we're just working on the roof, and I think I want to try to see about. Sorry, I had a burp. Let me look up how you make lanterns real fast. Hold on. I mean the. Hold on. Where's my phone? Hang on, chat. Hang on. Because I think they would look really good hanging down from the staves. MC Lantern Risp. Thank you, Peter. Oh, that ain't hard at all. Shoo, I'll do that immediately. Here I was thinking like it actually was a difficult recipe. No, it's just iron ingots. Wow, dang, my accent came out aggressively there. But iron ingots surrounding a torch. So that should be pretty easy to do. Also, hopefully, fingers crossed, it's gonna rain today. Cause it looks like it's gonna rain. In the latter half of the week, it's all rain chances, right? So hopefully, and I'm hoping it starts to come down like steadily. That way, maybe, fingers crossed, chat, it doesn't flash flood. Cause fun fact, chat, where I'm at, and I know if you've been here for a long time, you probably heard me say this before, but where I'm at has a real bad habit of flash flooding. Matter of fact, it's gonna be really bad whenever the first one hits this year. Because, hold on, I'm loud, dang. I need to take that back down a little bit. Bring it back now, y'all. But because, we haven't had one for the past couple years. Alrighty, let's, nope, come on, wake up. There we go. Okay, cool. Very good, very good. Let's get into it. Alrighty, where is the sun? Up there. I also need to put some cross posts down here. But, right now, we are gonna go flower hunting. Did I close that door? Yep. Let's hope these pillagers have, like, gone away. Because there were a couple of pillagers hanging out here for a little while. Hello? Is anyone here? Don't sound like it. I don't want to stray too far from the house, because, like, I want to be able to go back and, you know, actually, sleep here in a second. There's some over there, but again, it's just because it's getting real close to nighttime that I don't want to, like, deal with it, if you feel me. Hello, Vi. How are you, dear heart? Alrighty, let's get into it. Also, my cat yesterday decided it would be a great idea to, knock over a, trash can while I was... And hello, Crescent, hello! While I was, you know, having migraines in the other room and eat, like, a bunch of trash out of the trash can. I came back. I'll have to see if I can put the picture up on, like, my TikTok or Twitter or something. But this cat was just like, yes, I am going to eat out the garbage can, give father heart attack. And it's just like, small child, I know you were born under a dumpster, but you don't have to remind me of it every single day of your life. Come on, let me sleep, please. Let me sleep. But yeah, once I reset the day here, I'm gonna... come on, man. again, I'm just always paranoid, so, like, that's why I never... I really wish the salmon hadn't pushed my boat. Let me go restage this while I'm waiting. Oop, oop, oop. No, no, no. No, no, no. No, no, no. No. Okay. Because this desperately needs to be restaged. Alrighty. In here you get. Very good. Yes. Alright. Nice. Okay. And yeah, once I'm done with this downstairs section, I'll probably make a different entrance to get into it. And then take away this entire, like, section here. But until that happens, we shall continue to use it. Because right now, it is ugly. Ugly as said. And I don't like it, and I want it to go bye-bye. But we have to finish the top part of the house first before we can do anything of that nature. Alright, come on. Let me sleep. I wanna sleep. Please won't you let... I don't know if that's... Well, there they are. Well, we'll see. It is what it is. But yeah, my stinking cat just decided to give me a heart attack yesterday. Now, mind you, like, there wasn't anything really bad she could have gotten into, but the problem was I am worried about her eating plastic to rip open the bags. But either she'll throw it up or we'll see if she's acting funny, because that's the nice thing about being married to a vet tech. Is they'll be able to be like, oh yeah, they're acting weird enough, they should probably be brought in. But I think she'll be fine. It's just one of those things that's like, that first. Also, I don't know anyone here who watches the Game Grumps, but they've been playing that Phoenix Wright, like, ROM hack, for their anniversary or whatever, their, like, 9th anniversary of Game Grumps, and oh my god, when I say that it's not perfect, but occasionally, so Aaron has been doing this, impression of Jacksepticeye for one of the characters, and when I tell you that not always, but some of the times, he is so pinpoint accurate on Jack's inflection and tone, it's kinda terrifying. Like, there are certain times where I am shocked at how close he's getting his voice. Because, right, Jack actually has a really difficult voice to replicate because he has a very particular accent and dialect and tone and inflection, and he's very, very particular about the way he says words. So, it's really impressive. Alright, there we go. I was going to say, I need more yellow flowers. I know I'm going to need more yellow flowers. Alrighty. Also, I was watching the Life is Strange stream that Tubbo was doing, and when I tell you the burning hatred that boy has for Victoria is incredible. And I saw someone who was like, who do you think hates Victoria more, him or Rambu? And I'm like, oh, him, obviously. He's like, the sheer anger, and I don't blame him, Victoria's a terrible person, but like, the rage that boy was, like, putting out into the world was amazing. Alright, let's see. Very good, very good. I'm also still trying to decide when I eventually do an Undertale stream, if I just want to start out with doing the Genocide run, and then do the method for, like, erase and everything, so I could do the normal run, or if I should try to do a normal run again before. Because, like, I love Undertale, even though I'm really bad at it, and I'm just kind of trying to emotionally brace myself and put off having to do all of the horrible things that I will eventually have to do. Alrighty, let's break down all these flowers. Bop, and bop, 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 bop. And I think I have it exactly enough for 2 stacks. I did! Bruh, I couldn't have planned that if I tried. That's awesome. Oh, you know you're a builder when you get excited over stupid crap like that. Like, but I am genuinely excited over it. Like, that's so cool. Also, I heard through one of our other players that somebody found a trident. And, oh, hang on, I need to go make slabs. I forgot what I was doing up here. But somebody found a trident, and then they found a spare one. And basically what this other player said was they're gonna, like, basically, like, sell it to someone else at some point. But what they said was, before I do, I have one request, and their request was they want to see, so we have a couple of Inchling players, and they were like, all I want to do is see one of the Inchlings use it, and see how they use it. And I was like, yes, 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 please. Because, like, here's the thing with Inchlings in Origins. A lot of times when they interact with objects, it will actually shrink them. Like, you've probably occasionally seen me interacting with art, and whenever they throw me something, it'll shrink until I pick it up. So my guess is that's gonna happen, right? Like, it's gonna be a situation like that. But I still want to know. Bop, 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 bop. Get all of our slabs up. Bop, 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 bop. With my Agent Washington house. Oh, what on earth did that? No, 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 no. Get back here. How on earth did you do that? Excuse me, where'd it go? Oh, there. It was blending in. It said, nobody move and he won't find us. Alrighty. But yeah. I will never escape my RVB fandom days. Not that I want to, because I love the RVB fandom. Oh no, that's right. I was like, wait a second, that don't look right. Alright, good, good, good. Very nice. Cool. Alright, so we are going to need to be, like, putting up dirt in order to stair-step up. I don't know exactly how tall I'm going to make this, but we shall see. We shall see, chat. And then I do eventually need to, like, one of these days do a creative stream so I can plan out stuff for the other SMP I mod. Which, again, really not sure how much I can say about it, because I don't want to, like, give away anything too early or anything like that. Bop, 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 bop. But I'm very excited for it. Alrighty, building the dome. Bow, bow, bow. Excuse you, rude. Because both of the SMPs I'm on have been working very hard, you know, and I'm very proud of everyone involved. So I'm excited, and of course maybe it's like the older brother slash I mean guest father. Again, it's one of those things that since the communities have decided that like if you're the oldest of the group, you're automatically a dad figure rather than an older brother figure, which is weird to me. I always kind of make jokes about being a grandpa or a dad, but I would argue I have older brother energy. Maybe that's me being in denial. Whatever, it's fine. Hush. But maybe it's that kind of like older sibling energy that's got me being so proud. But like, I am very, very, very proud of these kids. Well, the other SMP is almost entirely adults, but a couple of them are kids, and so are a couple of people in this one. But at least they're not like, you know, like 13 or whatever, which is some of the SMPs that I was being offered to before were like entirely 13-year-olds, and I'm like, I'm not comfortable here. It feels weird. You feel me? Like it's one of those things where I'm like, I don't know, it just don't feel good. It don't feel right. for like an almost 30-year-old to be hanging around with 13-year-olds. It don't feel right. And also, by the way, Mr. Purple giving us a heart attack yesterday. So I'm not inherently sure how much I can say about this, like, in terms of, you know, whatever. But for those of you who, like, are on Twitter regularly, you probably are aware of what's been going on with Purple and another very, very big deal content creator. And it's well, it's not negative on Purple's part, right? Like Purple is fine. But if you're wondering, like, you have like contact with me, I'll tell you after stream. But Purple literally put up a live stream yesterday that was titled "We Need to Talk," and he started it on just like a plain black screen, whatever, like nothing at all like fancy. And this man spent like a couple of hours, or not hours, a couple of minutes like schmutzing around, just like ba 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 da 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 da, like hemming and hawing, like there was actually an issue. And then he goes about this new setup, and I'm like, boy, if you don't, I was so offended. Cause like, right, the issue I'm talking about is like actually like a concerted thing. It's like it's an issue with a content creator who's had lots of allegations. Let's put it that way. And he's just over here like giving everyone a casual heart attack. Because like it was one of the ones where it actually like popped up the notification, right? And again, I don't. What's that audio? It's a good joke. It's a great joke, even. But I'm gonna need you to stop. like that was the energy of the room that was being put together. It just casually giving everyone a heart attack. It's fine. Alrighty, good. Alright, back up. But yeah, I am, now that I know how to make lanterns, I'm definitely gonna, I also need to make posts to put stakes into the ground here, but, oop, wrong way. But yeah, I was just like, boy, if you don't stop giving people heart attacks. But then again, that's me with content creators in general who like to do stuff like that, like to tease / casually give people heart attacks. I'm always just like, please stop, my delicate constitution cannot handle this. Alright, good. And I think what I'm gonna do is put half slabs along the top here, because I think that'll look nice. Once again, I just, all I care about in life is building, or in Minecraft, that is. It's what drew me to the game first. You know what I kinda wanted to do that I gave up on a really long time ago, and I mean when I was very first playing Minecraft at all, I kinda wanna... So, one of my big-time fandoms, right, is Mega Man. And something I was trying to do back when I was very first fussing around with creative, other than making pixel art, was I basically, it never worked out, but I tried to recreate a couple of the Robot Masters stages. Specifically, it was Flashman that I was trying to replicate, right? I kinda low-key wanna... Let me look at this, see if I like this. Cause like, right, it look... I'm gonna do it on half of the building, come around and see what I think. Or, well, I guess I won't do it on half of the building because... Yeah, I think it's gonna look weird and naked to just have that. So, I'm gonna go down, convert a bunch of this into slabs, and then go from there. Because, again, I just think it looks naked like that. Alright, let me pull down all the structure in first before I do anything else. Actually, I might also want to, in order to make this transition a little more seamless, I'm going to go ahead and put some upside down stairs up here before I get rid of them. Logan and his builder brain go brrr. But I kind of want to revisit that idea of doing the Robot Master stages. But the thing is, I don't necessarily want them to be playable, but I at the very least want them to be, like, walk-throughable, right? And the reason I picked Flashman initially was because he had a fairly easy layout to follow. Because at first I tried to do Elec, and that didn't go very well. Because Elec's stage is so vertical that it basically was just like a disaster waiting to happen. Excuse you. These potatoes should be fully done. Pull up these. Pop, 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 pop. It is funny that things like that come on like right as I'm doing a task or like doing my little bop-bops. I just think it's funny. And again, I really do need to see if I can get Friday Night Funkin' to work because like with how much I bebop and boobop, it is only fitting. Alright. Make my garden beautiful. Alrighty. Very good, very good. Also, like, they did not have to make the tilled soil the same color as chocolate, but they did, and it makes me angry every time because I'm like, I want to eat it! I want to eat it so bad! Alright. Put down a line here, and then we'll set whatever I have left over to cook. Okay, cool, cool. And I know that my garden is technically slightly off-center, but it's fine. It's fine, chat. But I am going to have to go back down to pit and get more, how do you phrase it? Oh, I got to praise it, it's potato. But I will have to go back down and get more, I swear I could speak, but I'm going to need to get more, deep slate. Be God, be God. Don't need you. For right now, that's fine. Alrighty. Cool, cool, cool. Very good, very good. Very, very, very pog. Alright. But yeah, I'm gonna make, like, lanterns to hang down from that. Ideally, I'd love to make soul lanterns, but that would require a lot of nether back and to and fro in, but, you know. And I've dealt with the nether enough as is that I'm just like, I don't want to go there right now. Cause, like, nether's scary on hard. The nether's scary normally, right? But, like, again, they put the server on hard, and I'm a coward. I'm just like, can we please not? Can we please maybe have mercy on the old man? Alrighty, let's. Bop, bop, bop. Go this way. Sure. Why not? And again, maybe I'll find more diamonds, because, like, that was one of the things that kept happening when I was mining Deep Slate before, was I kept finding diamonds. And I'm just like, this would be great on my normal world! Bop, bop, ba-da, bop, 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 ba-da, bop, 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 ba-da, bop, bop, bop. Well, that was kind of underwhelming. Let's dig out some of this. Come here, you. And right, like, Deep Slate already makes a really great sound, so I adore Deep Slate as is. So it's just one of those things that I'm just like, yes, please, more. And I think a lot of people were planning on using Deep Slate in their constructions anyway on this server. And it's gonna be, like, completely... See what I mean? See what I mean? See what I mean, chat? What is it with me going down for Deep Slate and finding diamonds? This is stupid. Like, I mean, more please, but still. My voice is cracking. It's fine. But, I do know on the other server that I'm on, I do want to make more of, like, kind of a soft, cozy feeling house. And it's gonna be, again, I'm not going to say much about what the server's about or whatever, but I will say that I am going to be located in a Badlands biome, which, for those of you playing along at home, you know that that's like one of my very favorite biomes in the world, but I've never actually been able to find one personally myself. Because, look, one thing I will say, I didn't know about the /locate command, even though I've been playing for years, so, like, that was nice to find out about, but, like, I didn't know about it, so there's a reason why I can't code it. Like, I've never found one, and it's just been that I had no idea that there was a command, because, longtime viewers know that I always play with cheats on because I'm a coward, if I have access to them, but, when the other server's group was going around and selected places, or, like, basically saying the kind of biomes they would like to build in, I saw the Badlands as the mods were swinging their camera around, and I'm like, mine. And I literally, I was like, I'll be fine with that, it's alright, I don't care. And then I saw that, I'm like, no, I changed my mind, I want it. Give. It was, like, the most excitable I've been in a while. And I mean, I'm already a pretty excitable dude, right? Like, that is neither here nor there, but I got so stoked when I saw that. Alrighty, let's see. Okay, I also have to make sure to not, like, blow out my mic. Because that would not be good. Just call me Present Mike over here. Not that I watch My Hero much. I was watching My Hero when it was very first airing. Back when, like, the most recent thing was the tournament arc. But I really haven't caught up since then. And I mean, like, that's totally on me. It's, like, neither here nor there. But I have a couple of buddies who absolutely adore Present Mike. And I like making jokes about the fact that I'm allowed, so, you know. I'm gonna make the Presentation Michael jokes. Alright, very good. Oop, bop, bop, bop. Alrighty, cute, cool, very nice. Also, you know the only thing that I'm nervous for when we eventually hit that follow goal for the Ponytown stream? The only thing I'm nervous for is Ponytown has a real bad habit of drama, so I'm probably going to have to put, like, an overlay on the screen that basically says, do not partake in the drama, because I will not save you from it, because, like, a lot of Ponytown's player base can be fairly young, and that's also the reason why I'm not going to have us for other than obvious reasons, why I won't have us playing on any of the like, adult servers, because for some reason they don't have a middle-of-the-road server where you can still swear, but, like, more adult topics aren't allowed. Because that's where the issue comes in, right? Is all of the kids want to swear, and they're not allowed to do that on the PG server. So they basically all end up on the 18+ server, and I'm like, look, man, this is, like, supposed to be a space where the adults can have, like, they don't have to worry about a bunch of kids, like, showing up. Because, right, like, there's already going to be an issue where it's also a risk to the kids, right? Like, I don't have to state why it is. Like if you catch my drift, like, it's going to be an issue because of access. I don't know how else to phrase it without getting into sus. Absolutely. But, like, it's just one of those things where, like, I worry more about people accidentally getting carried away and going and partaking in drama, and then, like, I'm just gonna basically be like, if you start drama, like, it on the server, I will no longer defend you, and, like, it ain't happening, mate. Like, you know, it's one of those things where I'm like, look, I love my fans very dearly, but if you go and start drama that will reflect poorly on the community, I have to protect my other, the other aspects, or the other people in my community too, so it's one of those things where I'm like, look, if you're gonna go on there and Sorry, the music just got weirdly low for a split second there. Uh, but yeah, it's just one of those things where I'm like, look, mate, if you're gonna say stuff that's gonna reflect poorly on my community, uh, you're on your own, basically. Because I don't take kindly to people starting unnecessary and frankly stupid drama anyway, let alone doing it and it being something that could reflect poorly on me or my community. Because I have to keep the other community members in mind too. And I don't ever want, like, to foster a community that is, like, has its roots or its foundation in toxicity, right? So it's just going to turn into a situation of, look, if you're going to be a jerk, you're not going to find that I'm going to be very, like, forgiving of you, because I don't want that to be what my community is built upon. Like, I would much rather basically say certain parts of, certain people are not welcome than, like, foster a community that allows toxicity like that. And especially because, like, okay, so here's the thing with the older you get, like, in life, and this is very true, you know how there's this concept that you mellow with age, right? That's a very, very true thing, right? So, like, I found that the older I get, no matter what community it is that I'm in, but, like, the older I get, the more it becomes exhausted to partake in fandom drama. And, right, like, certain fandom drama is absolutely necessary and facilitates conversation and facilitates growth and change, right? Like, that's neither here nor there. But, like, there's other ones where it's, like, some of the, like, let's take, for example, some of the, like, weird stuff that... I'm gonna specifically use one of the situations that Ramu was in because it was so stupid, that it was embarrassing. But, basically, Twitter decided to take offense to him, basically, kind of making, like, a lighthearted joke of, like... He basically was like, oh, I feel like I, dress like, and I think he said, not like a stereotypical, but he basically, like, said, like, my fashion sense is basically, like, stereotypical lesbian, which is true. If you look at how he dresses, it's true. That's the thing that pissed me off about it, was that it was, like, people saying stupid crap over something that wasn't even incorrect. But, like, he made the joke, and it wasn't the actual women-loving women side of the community that suddenly took offense. Someone was like, oh, he said he dresses like a lesbian, and the lesbians were like, yeah, because he does. And then they were, like, trying to, like, say, oh, he's so, how very dare he say this, and literally the only people that would have been affected by it were like, guys, it's literally fine. Oh, shit. But that kind of stuff, it gets so tiring so fast, and it's one of those things where, like, maybe back in the day when I was, like, I don't know, 16 or something, like, many, many, many years ago, I could have taken offense to that, but as it stands, literally, I'm like, this is the hill we're choosing to die on. 'Cause it's exhausted. And, like, I feel horribly for the poor kid because, like, he, of course, immediately felt like he was personally... Oof, sorry, got a burp. But, that he was personally responsible, and, like, he immediately was like, oh, I'm so sorry, and I'm like, this wasn't even something you needed to apologize for, because, like, the affected community weren't the ones asking for the apology either. So, it was really sad to me, because this poor kid, who is very conscientious as is, right? Like, I have never seen a kid Ramu's age as conscientious and self-aware as he is. And it made me very sad because I'm like, bruh, this was not the hill to choose to try and cancel a kid on. Like, and mind you, Twitter has basically become... So I know people joke about Tumblr a lot, and, the Tumblr mentality, But a lot of those, like, that mentality has transferred over to Twitter, and it transferred after the big exodus from the. If you were there, you know, but like the NSFW ban was when the big exodus happened. So like after that, a bunch of people were like, "Oh, I can't believe they won't let me show my." I'm not entirely sure how to phrase it without getting eviscerated, but like you feel what you pick up what I'm dropping down. But hold on, I'm trying to find the center of this because I want to like make not a stripe, but like a little thing. Um, but a lot of that horrendous behavior has transferred over to Twitter, and it's sad because like that's something that should have been left in that era. But it's almost always here's what you find: it's almost always young people, and it's almost always like something that they are not actually even directly affected by. They just want something to be outraged by, and it makes me sad because I'm like, y'all are literally like giving people the worst kind of name here. Like, please have some decorum. Um, it's just kind of depressing to me that as a community, like, we haven't learned, well, not learned, but like, fandom culture in general hasn't gotten sick. Hang on. You know what? No, I don't like that. I'm gonna, hang on. I have a plan, chat. I have a plan. But, I've been waiting for this sort of, like, culture of outrage to die down, because when you react with this level of outrage at things that don't deserve it, you are taking all that much more energy and attention away from the subjects that do deserve it, right? Like, there is absolutely a time and a place for the level of response that I've seen to some of these, like, you know, supposed cancellations. But this is not it, fam. Like, and it totally takes away from subjects that truly deserve it, right? And it's really depressing to me because, and maybe it's just one of those things that, like, the older you get, the more you see it and the more you understand, oh, yeah, this is an issue. But I don't know, chat. I don't know, it makes me sad. Let's see, do I want to pull this down here? Yeah, I think that looks cute. Alrighty, cool. Anyway. Anyway. Let's see. Okay, I need... Okay, cool. Ooh, that actually looks really cool from under here. I like it. Very nice, very pog. Alrighty, let's go grab stuff. Excuse you, open that door, thank you. Also, I don't know if I want to move where that banner is, I might. Like, I kind of like the idea that you have to push it up as you go through the door. I think it's neat. But, 'tis what it is. Thank gods I have a little bit more of a plentiful food stores. No. Come back here. Alrighty, let's go ahead and polish up a bunch of this. I love my stone cutter so much, and I love that chat reminded me of this back when I was working on my other house, because, like... Oh, wait, hang on. Well, I've already made my bed and laid in it, because I initially wanted to use tile for the roof, and I've clearly forgotten that, and it's at the point that I am not going to pull up everything just to replace it with tile. That is so dumb. Why did I do that? Oh, my God. Oop. I think a certain someone is up here. Where are they? Yep, there they are. Hi, why are you leaving my doors open? Alrighty. What time is it? Okay. Anyway, they like to come up and jump scare me because they're so small. Heard the doors, so I knew you were near. No, near. Bye. Cool. Alrighty. Door go brrr. Anyway. But yeah, like, and again. Okay. But yeah, maybe it just is one of those things that comes with age, but it's just gotten to the point where I'm like, man, some of the stuff that I used to get really riled up about is just so not important. Like, at all. Like, there are far more important things. They're just breaking flint on my door, it's fine. But I just, it's gotten so out of hand that I doubt that we're gonna get to the point where we can grow past it, but a man can dream, right? Like, it just makes me sad that this is where we've chosen to, like, make a stand, is on things where not only does it not matter, but it's actually more harmful in the long run, and it makes me sad. Because, right, again, it just takes away from more important subjects. And obviously, like, everything is important to somebody, right? Like, that's the reason why this crap happens like it does, is everyone considers something so important that it's like, oh, if you don't talk about this, then you would ever. And then you also get into this terrible belief, this terrible notion of, if you don't talk about something as it's happening and you want to take time for, like, your own mental health, right? Then not only are you minimalizing, but you're also, like, part of the issue. And it's like, no, look, I'm just tired, and this is giving me severe anxiety, and I do understand about this, and I do want to help, but I also need to be able to take a mental health break, right? Like, it's important. And it just makes me sad that, like, as a community, we are growing so short-sighted that we can't understand that how harmful we're being, right? But, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but it does genuinely sadden me when we as a community, and this is for, like, multiple, like, communities, right? This isn't just for, per se, fandom culture or whatever, but I don't know, chat. I'm just in a weird mood today. Like, maybe it's the weather or whatever, but I don't know. Just remember at the end of the day that, and I've said this many, many, many times, remember that, especially content creators are human, right? They're gonna screw up. Like, there are certain things that, like, absolutely people deserve to have their platform or whatever taken away. Like, especially if it's something where it's, like, clear repeated behavior that's extremely harmful and they are not apologetic and, like, constantly, like, you know, repeating the behavior or repeating the harmful, like, environment they're fostering. But most of the time, these ones that I'm talking about, they are the ones where it's, like, someone who actually, like, really deserves to have their platform taken away. It's the ones where it's like, it was a single thing that was said, oftentimes while being unaware of what they are saying being a problem, and not a repeated behavior, and oftentimes said many, many years ago. Um, and it's like, as long as they are not actively like engaging in and encouraging and repeating the harmful behaviors, like you're allowed to give them a break and just say, hey, this was screwed up, but I understand that you really weren't aware of what you're doing. Just know this was harmful and don't do it again. There is a way to hold content creators accountable without, like, literally sending the dogs after them, as it were. Especially over stuff that's not worth it. Because, like, literally these content creators, especially the young ones, feel like they are literally not allowed to make a singular mistake at all. And it's what causes, like, these kids to have anxiety disorders crop up. Like, yes, they should be conscientious, but they should still be allowed to be children. And I don't know. Again, maybe it's just, like, the older I've gotten, the less, like, I'm willing, or the more tired I get, the more, like, I just can't bring myself to, like, be, like, well, not bothered. Again, like, obviously you can be bothered by something, but, like, it feels like all of this good-intentioned energy is being used in the complete wrong direction for the complete wrong people. Right? Like, this is the kind of stuff that you need to have the discussion of, like, why is Onision still allowed on the internet? Stuff like that. Like, people who are actively harmful and terrible people are who we should care about. And right, the main issue that we need to look at is whether or not they have an active fan base, they still actively make money, and they are still actively perpetuating the behavior, right? So, like, for example, the reason that I am still have no issue with, like, buying Minecraft stuff is because I know Notch doesn't make a single cent from it, right? Because, for those of you who are unaware, Notch is a terrible man. But he also made a really stupid business decision when he sold Minecraft to Microsoft, which was he didn't ask for royalties. Which is great because that means I can buy all the Minecraft stuff I want without having an issue or care in the world about him actually still profiting off of the property while still being a terrible human being. Which is not the same that I can say for J.K. Rowling, because she still makes hella liberties off of Harry Potter. Or royalties, sorry. But, now mind you, like, you are allowed to enjoy Harry Potter. That is not the question here. You are allowed to enjoy it. You are allowed to partake in content. Just be aware that she still gets the money from it. So, I don't personally feel comfortable buying stuff from Harry Potter, but I am not going to tell you can't, right? Like, because that's infringing on your civil liberties. Or, like your personal liberties or whatever. But oh, is she starting to receive less and less? Ooh, I hope so. But yeah, that's one of those things that, like, it's just, it's a matter of, like, it starts to muddle up the issues that are actually concerted and we actually need to, like, look at, like, worrying about, to me personally. Like, that's probably why I'm so bothered by the fact that, like, online culture right now is focusing so much energy on, frankly, really minor things. Is she not? That's awesome. So, art person in chat, if you can't read it, just said, apparently Rowling is not receiving anything from Universal's, like, park fees, because it used to be that matter of fact, this was one of the things that I thought was really insidious. A while back, she actually still made royalties even off of Universal park tickets because of the Harry Potter world. Like, which, again, from a financial standpoint, that was a very smart business decision on her part, but I also was really pissed because I'm like, I don't want to give her any extra money But I also really want to go, because I adore theme parks. Like, I don't go to them as much as I used to because obviously, like, I live in the middle of nowhere now and I'm poor or whatever. But, like, I adore theme park stuff. So I really wanted to see it just as a, like, theme park nerd. But I couldn't in good conscience because I was worried about lying in her pockets, right? But knowing that is very nice. Thank you very much, Art. So maybe like one of these days I'll be like, "Hey, mom," because my mom still lives in the area that we're able. She like does a lot of theme park stuff because I don't live with my mom, obviously. But I may basically be like, "Hey, for another like combination birthday, whatever thing," because like whenever like this year for Christmas, my partner and I are going to Disney because I hadn't been since they opened Star Wars Land, and I basically said, "Don't give me anything for my birthday or whatever this year. Just let me go see Star Wars Land. I want to go see Star Wars Land." Um, and like that's all I'm gonna ask for this year. Um, so like I may do another one of those at some point because, oop, shoot, what the heck? Hang on, what? Why did that place like that? Oh, I see why it placed like that. And I also need to go down and grab that anyway, because, yep. Oh, yeah. That. Dang it. Alright. Cool. Oof, got the burps. Alrighty, good. Let's pull down the... Apparently I forgot to put the potatoes in my inventory, but I at least remembered the steak. Again, this is why, like, when I first made a like announcement video for switching over to Twitch, one of the points I made is I regularly fall into deep philosophical conversation. This is why, by the way, because this is just what I do for fun, right? Is I talk like a lunatic about whatever strikes my fancy for however long it strikes my fancy. Let's go downstairs and make more stairs. Speaking of stairs. But yeah, like, I could talk about, like, the weird climate surrounding fandom culture for hours and hours and hours. Because it is a genuine passion of mine, is fandom culture and dynamics, because I find it fascinating. Both in a good and bad respect, right? Like, fandom culture is one of those things that, like, it has gotten to the point that it is an uncontrollable beast, especially now that, like, it's, that the corporations have realized how marketable it is, right? Like, they've realized just how much money they can make off of exploiting fandom culture, which is why you see stuff that used to be only findable at, like, a comic book or nerd shop. You can find that now, right? Like, anywhere. But at the same time, it's lost its heart, right? Like, certain projects obviously are done out of, like, a passion. Like, nobody probably wanted Filoni to make a Bad Batch series, right? Like, they probably would have been like, oh, make something about Captain Rex or whatever. And Filoni's like, no, I want to tell another found family story. And basically stuck to his guns on it. So it feels more like a passion project than some of the other Star Wars content that's been coming out recently, right? So it turns into this dynamic of, because fandom culture is becoming more accessible and consumable, which I'm not saying that gatekeeping is good. Gatekeeping is shit and you should never do it, and if you do it, I don't like you. But, well, as long as it's not stuff that's, like, actually important, like, not allowing, like, people into communities that they have harmed, like, you know, but that is not, like, a fandom thing. I'm talking, like, stupid crap like, oh, Rey isn't a Skywalker, she's a Palpatine, and if you like the sequels, you're a fake fan, or whatever, because, like, again, if you do that, knock it off. But things like, I don't know. It's been a good day, Ava. I've just been ranting about fandom politics. And I mean it in a good way. Well, in a good way, because I've just been talking about stuff that I notice as someone who's been in fandom for years upon years upon years, right? Like, so I'm speaking from a place of, like, experience. Um, but as fandom culture has grown more consumable, so has this notion of, like, I don't know how to phrase it, but this notion of, yeah, Sag Times indeed, but if it doesn't directly, like, cater to, how do I phrase it? I don't know how to phrase this, chat. It just, I find the more accessible fandom culture has become, the more it starts to feel like, okay, it's not so much the consumability, right? It comes from this perpetuation of this toxic purity culture, which, right, like, okay, here's the thing. Toxic purity culture started with the whole, like, think of the children nonsense, where it's not been started by people who actually care about, you know, what our children are consuming, which, you know, is a legitimate concern. What it comes from is the, I don't want to see LGBTQ people kiss, but then it transferred, so it's become a thing where, like, people will say it on fandom spaces, and it's like, one, this was started by the very people who are against us in the first place, right? And you're, like, going along with what they want? Like, no. So it turned into this thing of, like, we, one, severely, like, undermine children's autonomy, right? Like, children are people too, and I don't know why that's such a radical thing, but, like, we need to actually treat children with, like, the respect that they deserve as human beings. Because, like, they act like they're doing this to prevent children from being taken advantage of, right? Right? Like, that's the justification. But all it leads to is children being taken advantage of more because they feel ostracized, because they feel like they're not getting taken seriously, and then they're going to fall victim to the very thing that you're claiming to try and prevent. Because they, you know, want to feel like a real person and not just like, you know, that they aren't being treated as a human being. That, especially once it gets to the level of baby and people who are like 17, 16, where like they are actually like starting to be able to make like adult decisions for themselves. And again, if you're not 18, then you're 12, but like that notion, and that was a terrible fall, and I apologize, but that notion has also caused this ostracization that is enabling more children to be taken advantage of, because then they want to feel like they're being respected and taken seriously, and so they fall victim to people who are like, oh, I'll respect you and take you seriously, and if you pick up what I'm putting down, right? Um, and it's sad, man. Because, like, I don't know, chat. Again, maybe this is just, like, the ramblings of an old man, but, like, it's really depressing watching it happen and feeling like you can't do anything about it. Because, like, it does start to feel like you can't say anything without, like, you can't breathe without being, oh, well, because you're saying that this purity culture is toxic, that means that you must want to take advantage of whatever. It's like, no, I'm just saying you need to pay attention to what you're doing. Your behavior has consequences. And as much as you want to scream, think of the children, you really are contributed to the issue you are trying to prevent. Anyway, how about this roof chat? I don't know. Again, maybe it's just the ramblings of me being an old man, but it is what it is. Oh, shoot. No. Yeah, like, Art's saying here, they are a legal adult and they still get treated as a child. But, and right, maybe it comes from the fact that, like, I do personally feel like, because I look very young and I partake in a lot of fandom content, I feel, or I very often am treated like a baby. And like I've talked about this before. I've never actually talked about this on stream, but one of the things that I was talking about with my buddy Shrine back when I was first starting talking about streaming was I said, I wonder, and I was positing this when I was planning on joining SMPs, right? And I was like, I wonder who on, and it would be whatever insert SMP I was looking at the time, right? I wonder who will be the first one that people suddenly decide to treat like an uwu soft bead, because that's another behavior that I find really gross. I don't have a lava bucket on me, I can't MLG lava bucket. But so I was just trying to think about it because that's a behavior I find really gross. And I realized it would be me. Because, 1, I'm ace, 2, I have autism, 3, I have ADHD. So I would be the person that would be affected by that. And I know why people want to do that, but the other thing to remember at the end of the day is with communities like Minecraft YouTube, even if someone plays a character, right? Remember that they're still a person, and that can feel extremely demeaning. To be like, oh, they're so soft, or whatever. Like, that's really demeaning. And it just saddens me. Because, like, yes, they play characters, right? But, ugh, it just rubs me the wrong way. Because it starts to come off as, I don't want to say the word, but, like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know, fam. It's just gross. And, like, obviously some content creators encourage it, right? Like, that's neither here nor there. But, it just feels wrong. It's wrong. Where's the old man yells at cloud image? Because that's very much what's going on. Alright, bop. I don't think that's centered. I don't even know if I can center this. Bop and bop, so it looks a little nicer, and bop. Okay, cool. Let's bop. No. Needs to be on this side because I have stairs on that side. Bop, bop. Good. Good. Alright, and I'm gonna have to make some lanterns. Because otherwise this is gonna get weird. Alright, because they really need to just make it so that we can, 1, 2, 3, 4, that's fine, should be enough. Okay, and thank you. Cool. But they really need to, like, make it so that we can just hang torches from the ceiling, and I know that's why they implemented the lanterns, but it's still really strange. Oh, shoot. Okay, that's fine. And that'll be fine for right now. I wanted to do some upside down stairs here, because I think it'll look nice. Why is it not doing the thing? I don't know. But yeah, I definitely need to make, like, an edit of... Alright, Nico seems to be wanting to hop into VC, so I'm gonna hop into VC with him. Alrighty. Howdy, Nikos, I'm streaming.
Oh, howdy.
Give me something to do other than rant about fandom politics for a second.
Fandom politics?
Like, you know, the whatever, like talking about, like, people's proclivity to cancel culture and stuff, like, that kind of thing is what I mean by fandom politics. But just basically being like, y'all are doing too much. Yeah, Art's been hearing me rant like a lunatic for the past however many minutes.
Yo, it's not a lunatic.
I
I'm not a
know.
lunatic.
Well,
But I just like, ooh, up another person so I can get off this subject.
can I ask, like, the average age of your audience real quick?
Uh, probably youngish, I don't know. But you can swear if you want, just don't, like, swear too much.
It's probably gonna be under the age of, like, 15.
Oh, I'm
right?
sure.
Fuck.
Alright. Hi, kids. I'm Bob the Tomato.
By the way, speaking of VeggieTales, have y'all seen how cursed the new VeggieTales looks?
I
Oh, I
refuse to look
haven't.
at that.
They have, like Disney style it's so weird.
Ugh.
At
It's-
least,
No.
at least they don't have the DreamWorks face, right?
They kinda sometimes
Right.
do.
Uh,
It's
No,
kinda
I just want
cursed.
my Barbara Manatee.
oh man.
But yeah, and it's like, it's funny because, like, even from somebody who, like, isn't really big on, like, religion or whatever, like, VeggieTales, when it was at its prime, was, like, a darn good show, and it makes me sad that it looks really cursed now.
Oh yeah, no, it was
All for the
always-
memes.
There was a lot of
was
people who
always
actually didn't even
cursed,
realize that it
so.
was a religious show when they were young. And I'm like, how? Because they talk about Bible stories constantly.
Yeah, no, they hide it
Like-
really well.
I still think my favorite thing is, I really think we should tell a Bible story now. A Western, Bob! A Bible story. A Western, Bob! He was so angry.
Yeah, they're trying not to blow the cover.
I know, but it
Well,
was really
And,
funny.
and Larry kept blowing it.
Yep. It's like, Larry. Or I mean Bob, technically, because Bob was the one talking about the Bible story.
Hmm.
But yeah, like, old school VeggieTales is still so friggin' good. Because they actually treated the
Yeah.
kids like they were capable and not like,
Of learning.
yeah, like they were like, okay, you're, I don't know, this year's old, you can still learn, like, and we don't have to baby. It's the same reason why when I talk about one of my favorite children's author being Lemony Snicket, who's the guy who wrote a series of
Ooh.
unfortunate events, because he's the whole reason I'm even as verbose as I am, because he's literally like, okay, you may be children, or I may be a children's author, but children still have brains.
I'm gonna teach you some dope
I'm
vocabulary.
gonna learn you
bitches.
some good vocabulary. You're gonna be like the coolest kid in school. Hey Art, can I have you come over to my base for a second to help me with something?
Crap, there's a ticket.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need you to go stand like right by my bed.
Wait,
Because
if you're on Twitch, that means I should be fine.
yeah, just as long as you
So
don't
I
start like
named
singing
my-
DMCA stuff.
So I named my sword the Undead Bitch Slapper.
So it has smite.
It has Smite 4,
Ooh, nice.
because that's all I could. That's all I could find was a Smite 4 book and a Looting 3
Alright.
book, actually.
Okay.
So which bed is yours?
The red bed.
The red bed. Alright, cool.
Red bed redemption.
Oh my word! No.
I should
Right.
name it. All right, you're standing by it.
Uh-huh.
Alrighty. I think I'm
I'm
on
standing
level
on
with
top
you.
of it.
I think I'm on level with you. Let me check.
I hear you.
Yeah, I'm
Wait,
working on
did
getting
you
over
get
there.
the trident?
I forget that you're a rogue, so I can't see your name tag.
Okay, hang on. I'm a little too high.
You're one high.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Because I want to basically make a tunnel up here so I don't have to continue to go out. I want to basically seal up that door there.
Ah.
Oh, come on now. I was going to say,
Oh
let me
yeah,
know.
no, Art, you're gonna have
Alright, we're
you're
good.
gonna have a lot of trouble getting to my base.
Ruh-roh.
What do you mean?
Well, it's
Is
a
my tunnel not
long-
gonna be good?
It's a long way, and it's on a diagonal.
Oh.
Everyone from my base goes in a diagonal.
Yeah, true. They said, am I a joke? Am I a joke to you? Alrighty, good. Alrighty, cool.
Ah.
Ah! Suddenly everyone's here. Hey, hi, hello.
Doo-doo-doo-doo.
Doo-doo-doo. Did you hear that apparently a
First
bunch of
name.
his Dreams old videos got taken down for that music?
Really?
Yeah,
Didn't
apparently
he own
like
that music?
it the do 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 music, but like I'm like, wait a second, that
It's
was royalty
generic.
free, isn't it?
Yeah,
I
it
was so confused. Alrighty.
Oh.
Eh?
So were they copyright striked?
Yeah. Even though I'm
I think I know exactly what happened.
Oh.
Yeah, there's been a few like major corporations pulling some bullcrap, where they will take any song, even if it's free of copyright,
Right. And put a strike
and
on
they
it.
will go through the internet and they will copyright strike anything that has that and
Bruh.
claim it as their own.
And I know that YouTube tends to be a lot worse
It's-
than
it's
anything else.
specific- It's like worst on YouTube, where even if you play like a second of a song,
Yeah.
even if they think you're playing a second of a song, they will try to copyright strike you.
And I,
Oh, it's gotten to like you just play a second of it, not
Yeah.
even like a few seconds.
because it used to be that you
It's-
could play 5 or 10 seconds. I know that the Grubs talked about this a while back, but you could play like 5 or 10 seconds of a song and be okay.
It was like Katy Perry's Dark Horse. Someone was talking about the court case around that, and I think it was like one of Lionel Richie's songs.
Oh yeah, interesting song that they chose to pick as their hill to die on.
It was because Lionel Richie,
Mm.
I think it was Lionel Richie, decided to sue Katy Perry
Oh, fun.
for copyright infringement because they thought their songs were similar.
Oh my god.
They weren't.
That is bull. That
they
is so
knew-
much bull.
It's like the people who tried to.
The thing is,
Sorry,
I'm
go ahead.
pretty sure Katy Perry lost that court case because
She did, I think.
because the music major
Uh.
that was brought in for it was bought off,
Oh, bruh.
and it was because, they claimed it was because I think it was like it had the same timbre.
Everything has the
something
same
like that.
timbre.
You know the famous dun 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 dun. Yeah,
Yep.
that. He played that, and it was like, oh, that's actually like this
Let's
classical piece.
Hmm.
And no, that's actually this. That's actually this. And
Yeah.
like got like 15 songs before he got to Lionel Richie.
Yep.
They copyright striked like one of the classical piece
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the
As-
things that are far beyond,
as
like...
Lionel Richie's,
Ugh, gross.
and YouTube did not care.
Yep. Because, like, I understand that, like, right, like, YouTube obviously has to protect their, like, basically the way it goes. Okay, so the concept is if you don't protect yourself immediately, basically it becomes a situation of, well, you didn't defend yourself this one time, so why should, like, we have to, like, cooperate by XYZ if you didn't defend yourself this one time? It is, like, the kind of concept that this plays off of and predates upon. But, like, because, like, I know that, like, that was something that was being discussed pretty heavily when certain artists were, or certain shows that were used to be really cool about fan content had to suddenly start pulling all their fan content. And I think it was, oh shoot, what was it? It was, like I said, it was a couple of shows that used to be really chill about fan content being sold. But I can't remember them off the top of my head, so I'm just gonna use, like, Steven Universe as an example. But, like, because I don't think they were one of them, but again, I can't remember which one it was. It may have been, it's not worth it. But, where they, like, are like, well, yes, we as a company don't care, but if we don't defend our copyright, we could possibly lose it. But to an even more extreme degree, because these are actually people who are just, like, desperately, like... What I believe, okay, right, is Lionel Richie's company was probably and I don't want to get like sued, so I'm going to say I don't want to say that they did this for certain. This is just conjecture, but it almost feels like, oh, I've stopped making money off of my song. How do I make money off of my song when people won't stream it? Is what it kind of feels like.
I'll use my song to abuse copyright law.
Yep. And it's going to start a precedent that enables a bunch of other companies to abuse it.
Yeah, it's hard.
It's gross, mate. Like, it's
like,
so gross.
I'm sorry, but YouTube, and
Yeah.
it's no longer a company, it's a subsidiary, so I can say this without getting sued.
Yep.
YouTube has become a bad product.
Oh, absolutely.
It's a
100%.
No question.
so volatile.
It's gotten to the point that... And it's gotten to the point, right, that even people who don't want their songs to be used for copyright abuse will get their songs used for copyright abuse. For example, Wilbur and Derivacat, right? So I put my VODs up on YouTube, right? And even though they have no issue with their stuff being used for streaming, and they have directly said they have no issue with it being in YouTube videos, I'm not able to make ad revenue off of my videos that had those in there, even if I could make ad revenue, which I don't really care about, because obviously Twitch is where I care about. But so, like, they've directly stated before that, like, they are trying to fix the situation, because, like, they're like, no one should be getting, and I don't think anyone's getting stricken to the point of getting their videos taken down, right? Like, let's not go that far. I'm pretty sure it is purely, just like one of those things where the strikes are happening, like, and just saying, well, you can't make ad revenue, right? Like, I am fairly certain that's the situation. But it's still really insidious of YouTube to be abusing content creators' music who don't want to possibly get someone in trouble over something as simple as them just having it on in the background or singing, like, 2 seconds of it. I still am super offended that, like, you can't even sing stuff, like, yourself anymore. Like, that's ridiculous.
Which is weird, because covers are actually really popular.
Exactly. And it's like, unless you pay for the right to, like, sing it yourself. And, right, it all depends on if the copyright system can hear it properly enough to be able to say, oh, this is whatever. But, like, it makes me sad because that's like, one of my favorite things is, like, listening to random content creators break out into song, because I find it very entertaining. But, like, you can't really do it anymore. It's just depressing, man.
I hate the internet.
Yeah, same.
Welcome
To the internet. Oh, speaking of something that will probably be very DMCA'd.
No, let's not do that.
Yep. Let's not accident. Now, mind you, Twitch actually did something very good recently, and again, you know, like, this is like me paying them a big compliment. They actually made it so they're like, well, we're gonna make it so eventually DMCA strikes will go away as long as, like, you prove to not be, like, a repeat offender. And I was like, thank you.
That's good.
Because I was actually, when they said that, I was like, Spice will get that DMCA strike taken away eventually.
Yay!
the MCA strike.
A while back during a lore stream on Project Gadget, yeah.
Oh yeah, no, like literally the first lore stream, as soon as lore started, they got DMCA'd and it was entirely muted.
Yep.
So it sounded really dumb.
Yep, the entire bit,
lore.
Yeah. I know, because I was...
That's so dumb.
I was trying to because I a lot of times back when I was doing the designs, which I still need to catch up on because I've gotten lazy, because for some reason my new PC doesn't like to, even though it has 2 HDMI ports, it doesn't connect to HDMIs, which is weird, but whatever.
What?
Fun.
What?
Right? Like, it's so weird. But I think what happened was it was just probably, like, a mistake on my part of not, like, looking too closely at what I was doing, but still, it's whatever, neither here nor there. But
Were you in the chat when it happened?
I wasn't in the chat when the DMCA strike happened, but I saw it on the VOD.
Yeah, no, I watched it. I'm like, why is it muted? And I like turned up my volume all the way. And I'm like,
Yep.
what the frick is happening?
But yeah, it was just one of
Then
those
I told
things.
Spice, and they were like, oh, you've got to be kidding me.
Yeah,
No.
I felt really bad. Alrighty, good. Making lanterns, making lanterns.
Wait,
yeah.
was that when Spice asked 42 what he believed in?
What?
Eh?
Yeah, Spice did a lore stream where they asked 42 what his faith was, and he
No, it was the first lore thing when I turned Spice into a vampire for the lols and to see if it would work. And then ZV's alt came on and, you know, made Spice murder me.
Yeah, if I recall, basically everything started back up when ZV showed up. Like, that's when the actual... I could start hearing things again.
Yeah.
Okay, so when actual lore was happening.
Mm-hmm. Hey, yo, who wants to go raid a woodland mansion with me?
I would love to.
Y'all have fun, but
I'm about to get a map.
Can somebody tell me the recipe for iron chains before they go?
For
Iron
what?
chains?
Yeah,
It's
two nuggets and an ingot.
thank you.
You gotta get them iron nubs.
Yep. Well, or I can
Iron
just break
nubs.
down some of my ingots.
Wait, you gotta get them iron nuggies.
Cuts.
Hey, Nikos, I see you. Stop moving.
Hang on, I need to empty out my inventory some.
Come back. I want to know what ground spikes do.
Oh no.
Oh, that just applies to ice.
Are you kidding me?
Ah, no fun.
Yeah, no, ground spikes, it's not even certain whether that enchantment works or not.
Are,
Yeah,
are you fucking kidding me?
bad.
Alright.
Should I bring my unbreaking...
They just make you climb on ice?
No, it removes... It was supposed to, mind you, remove
Oh, it's supposed to remove the slip.
Mm.
the slipping, yeah.
Alright.
By the way, I have a second raid horn.
Oh,
Fun.
fun.
So I enchanted the first one that I got with Unbreaking 3 and Mending.
Mm.
And then I died at yellow. Where are you?
I'm by the villagers.
Alrighty.
Which villagers? Oh, you're by the good villagers? Oh no!
Yes.
What?
What?
What did you do? What happened?
I clicked on the horn.
Bruh!
It's
Well,
not
at least
gonna
now we're
cause
not
a
the only ones
raid.
that have accidentally started raids in villages.
It's not gonna cause a raid automatically. I don't know if it just does it on the first right click or if you have to hold it.
There's only
But,
one way to find out.
It doesn't.
I'm just waiting for another horn to sound off, and I'm waiting just for 7 Ravengers to come at me.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. The raid horn actually has 2 uses. One is for summoning a pillager party, or one of those like wandering parties. Small ones. The other use is for calling off a raid.
Right.
So it doesn't cause a raid.
Yeah, not inherently. Okay.
Not inherently, no.
Nikos, where did you go?
Okay.
There he is.
You ready?
Bop, 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 bop.
You
Y'all
know,
have fun at your Woodland Mansion party.
Hang on. I'm actually gonna empty out my inventory one last little bit. I'm gonna actually keep the raid horn off my hands.
Yeah, please.
Oh, here's a barrel. Some oak logs, some coal, some emeralds. Actually, I should keep the emeralds on me because we're gonna get a lot more, and I need the inventory slot taken up.
Also, there's only one
got-
villager in here, so I'm gonna take the bed from here so that we can
Actually-
set our spawn close to it.
I'm gonna put the raid horn. Apples
Come
there.
on,
Upper
fine.
there.
Darn it.
Oh, I need more sweet berries because I only have a stack.
Mm. Yeah,
I have 47 meat.
Can you eat that?
I
Yeah.
can.
Okay, I was gonna
can.
say.
I just don't like meat.
Mm. I was gonna say, because I know sweet berries is like a more efficient food source, because you're a fox, right?
Yeah, I like berries.
E. I still petition for Vanilla Minecraft to add a pie or something, like a razzleberry pie.
A sweet berry pie.
E.
Or
That's
sweet berry
cute.
stew.
Ooh, that'd be interesting. Like one of those. I think they're from the. I know a lot of like Siberian countries have them, but like the like fruit, like the cold fruit soups is like a big thing in like Siberian countries. I forget which ones.
That much hunger. All right,
At
is that the way
least-
of the? Is that the way the
Yes,
map's
we have to go southwest, not
All
east,
right,
southwest.
Load up my crossbow real quick. I'm actually gonna put that in my 9, 2, 3, 4.
I don't know, but I find it hilarious that Vindicators are the only ones that can hit me, and
They can't.
they can't.
Yeah.
No, they can.
Hmm.
It's Pillagers with the crossbows that can't hit me, and then Evokers can't because they all because it's all long range.
Because they can't see them.
Nikos, you immediately
Wait.
lost me.
You said northeast, and then you started heading southeast.
Oops. We just need
You
to
have to
plot.
head southeast.
We just need to tie a balloon
I
to
see you.
to art.
Just give me the
One.
glowing effect.
Yeah.
I don't see you. I just see this chicken.
You
Look
were
at all
by
these
Small's
chickens.
house.
Yeah.
All right, come on.
Go
now.
after that. Like, you're not close to it.
Let me sleep. Come on. Thank you.
Nikos,
Yeah.
where did you go? You were by
Southeast.
Small's house and you're no longer.
Hang on, I'm fighting a pillager party.
Did we get
Oh?
fun?
Let me fight them. I have looting, and they have enchanted crossbows.
Ooh.
I have looting 1.
I have looting 3.
I have dirt.
I have bad omen.
Please do not come back to the village. Although all the villagers are safe, do not come back to the village.
Who are you telling, him or me?
Nikos, I'm telling
Okay.
Nikos.
Because I was gonna say like
All right.
I don't.
You
go to
don't have
villages.
bad omen.
I was gonna say I don't
You
go to
don't-
villages anyway because I'm like constantly terrified that I'm gonna have a repeat performance of what happened the other day. And I'm like,
That-
even though I
that
haven't
one's on
interacted.
That one was on y'all.
I know.
No, that was
Alright.
all just me, and then I asked them for their help.
But it's okay. I was part of it, so I take
Should
partial
we-
responsibility.
Wait.
Like,
all
I'll
right.
protect you! Frick.
Yep.
Alright, I just
What?
realized, like, I have a saddle and, like, iron horse armor, and 2 people can ride on a horse.
Bro, let's find a horse.
I don't have it on me, but I can, if you can get me a bucket of
Free.
milk before I head back.
E.
Do that. I just need to know where you are.
I'm behind the iron farm.
Okay, I know where that is.
And then you have me who's just buffering like iron farm we have. Well, I knew we had an iron farm. I'm just like, where's the iron farm?
Behind Ghost's
It's
house.
behind-
Oh, okay.
Go.
Is it that big structure that's like
Mhm.
floating?
Yeah, it doesn't work.
Ah.
Yeah,
I might help out with that.
Mm-hmm.
come here, cow. I was about to milk a sheep.
Here, I'm gonna go into a cave and I don't know,
Okay.
gather some more.
Good.
Gather some XP, I guess.
Okay, cool. Very good.
Wait, no, where did you go?
He went into a cave. he
I-
said.
I know, but I don't know where that cave is.
Ah. Alrighty, I'm gonna need to go hunt more iron.
Ah.
Alrighty,
That
very
was in
good.
revenge to your bop.
Oh, sorry.
Can I have my bucket back?
Let's
Thank
see.
you.
Down we get. Where we
Okay,
going?
I'm gonna head
Next
back to my base real quick, which actually, you said southeast, right?
Yeah. We have to
Oh,
head
my base
southeast
is
because
in
we're.
My base is in
Wait.
the wrong direction.
Oops.
Hang on, I think I may be getting my cardinal directions wrong of how we need to get to it.
Uh huh.
See the map? I'll be
Okay,
over by the
so-
portal.
The map, we are in the northeast corner, so I think we have to go southwest.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to head over to my base and pick up some horse armor and a saddle.
We have to find a horse.
And then we have to find a horse to tame that we both like.
There's several in
Well, maybe
between
not
the
that we both
Ashengrove
like,
and the
because we can
village.
kill it afterwards, like monsters.
Cool.
But yeah, there's several
Um,
horses between the Ashengrove and the village.
I'll be right back. I need
Yep.
to grab chapstick.
Cool. Iron. I'm looking for iron. Where are you?
I'm trying to go through the nether and I'm not having a good day of it.
Yeah. Traveling through the nether is always kind of a chore in it.
We should be
We need to tame
setting
the
up
nether.
like more solid paths.
Yeah, probably.
Also, Logan, as a
Ah.
warning,
Yes.
I'm going out of town tomorrow.
Okay. I should probably
So-
actually ask for access to the server, like, login info.
You
You
You're
basically
gonna-
just have to be an admin of it,
Hmm.
but that's up to Nikos.
I was gonna say, it's up to you whether or not you want me to. Either way, I'm fine.
Because I'm normally up like early enough to open it up
Mhm.
for you, but I'm not bringing my laptop to this trip,
Right.
so
Sag.
And it's fine if not. I can just go play on one of my other servers, so it's no big deal.
Oh no, I can. I'm not gonna be up early enough to give you access, so you will need to get an account with the website
Okay,
that
just...
this is hosted from.
Okay. Alrighty. We can talk about this more after stream.
Hang on, I'm having a worse day of it.
Uh-oh.
Oh, thank you for the homicide.
we do not
Hello?
condone
We
homicide.
do not condone homicide. Do not murk. Not good. Alrighty. Very good. Very good.
Also, do you have a anvil?
Me?
Yes.
Nope.
Alright, I'm gonna see if Ghost has one, which is most likely.
They do. I think I've seen it before. That is a chain, and that is not what I wanted to put down.
There it is. I forgot that I was able to hide behind said.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think I remember you getting stuck behind that at one point.
There we go. Alright, I can hear you now.
Very good.
Cool.
As I was gonna say before I disconnected,
Mm.
you need an
No.
account with you need an account with the
Mhm.
website in order to turn it on and off.
Yeah. Like I said,
Just
we'll
send me-
set it up after stream.
Yeah, just send me your username and I can add you.
Yep.
Heyo, who wants Frostwalker 2?
Not me.
I can't add it to my boots.
I don't think that would do anything for
What
me.
did you put on your boots?
What?
What did you put on your boots?
Yeah.
Unbreaking 3, Prot 4, Depth Strider 3, Aerial Affinity, and Ground Spikes.
Holy
That's
cow.
because- It's because you put it's because you put the frickin' Depth Strider.
Yeah, Depth
Bro,
Strider
zoomy
automatic.
zoomies!
Yeah, but you can't put Depth
can't-
Strider and Frostwalker.
You can't zoomy and swimmy at the same time.
Bruh.
It's
Did
just
you
like
see
you
the bit
Mm.
where we were lagging out the server with me with the Frostwalker as the vampire?
Probably, but I've forgotten about it.
Basically, we were going to the end, I believe,
Mm-hmm.
and someone lived by the end. I believe it was Feathered, or
Mhm.
like by the end portal,
Yeah.
and they had
Mhm.
Frostwalker on their boots.
Mhm.
And I'm like, wait, I'm a speedy boy. Give me the boots.
And you just destroyed the server.
I destroyed the server, but made an infinite ice path.
Fun. Wait, was that the path that later, Spice started making into, like, a highway?
I am
With, like, the boat?
not 100% sure. Probably. I wouldn't be surprised.
'Cause it was just
but
this, like, massive
Frostwalker eventually
underwater-
evaporates, though.
Hmm. Oh, okay, so probably not. Because I was gonna say, it was this massive underwater ice tunnel.
Oh no!
No. That was a completely different project that
Mm.
Spice was doing.
Diamonds again!
Yay!
I keep finding 2 veins.
Alright, I'm
just found
doing
more.
golden apples.
How do I keep
I already
doing
brought my own golden apples, so you just bring some for yourself.
Yeah, no, I only have a couple, so...
How do I
I
keep finding
have-
diamonds?
Wait, I have 4.
I have 37.
Oh, okay.
Oh wait, I'm here for...
Like some?
Nah, I'm good, but that's impressive.
Oh, that just made me think of the frickin' meme of like, have you ever wondered the sound of a baseball going through a window? No? Would you like to?
Have you ever heard the sound of a ball or a rubber ball breaking a window?
That
Would
was
you
it.
like to? It's from Lazy Town, by the way.
Oh, no, I know it's from
Okay,
Lazy
okay.
Town.
I'm just saying for anyone who doesn't know. By the way, rest in peace. I blanked on his name, but it was the guy who played Robbie Rotten. May he rest in peace.
R.I.P.
He was such a treasure.
His name will live down in history.
Yep. Honestly,
Maybe
like
not the history that he wanted, but down in
true,
history.
very true.
What happened to him?
He had cancer,
Hmm.
and it was like a really aggressive form. So basically, once it hit, he just whoosh.
Yeah, no, especially with those sort of like aggressive types, it's like nearly impossible.
Yeah, he actually he had started a GoFundMe to try and pay off some of his hospital bills. It had ended up basically being to the point where he realized I found more diamonds.
Nice.
That's what he realized?
What is happening? No, sorry. But he realized basically at some point that like it kind of became clear like the gravity of his situation. So he had I remember he performed "We Are Number One" one last time.
Bruh.
Cave sound just scared the piss out of me.
I would have killed to see that.
I don't think he performed it live. He was in his hospital room. There's recordings of it online.
I still would have killed to see it.
Oh yeah. But yeah, because basically he used the fact that, you know, he had kind of become a meme to, like, get attention to his plight again. But yeah.
Mhm.
And apparently he was, like, a really cool dude. Like, everyone I've ever heard talk about him has said that he's a really cool dude. But yeah.
Lazy Town was such a weird thing.
It really was. I mean, a lot of, like, public access television shows tend to be weird, but, like, Lazy Town was a very particular brand of weird.
Nico, stop moving.
Alright, good. Very good.
Hi.
Hey, let's go find a horse. While going this direction.
I forgot to put my other horn away.
Alrighty, very
That one's full. Use this jungle one.
Cool. Very nice, very pog.
Yeah.
There went my pickaxe, and I don't have enough on me right now to repair it, so I'm just gonna head back up topside, because I need to go smelt any of the iron I found.
We need a horse.
I know, we're gonna look for a horse while walking over.
Alrighty, very good.
Because if we have the same luck as we did last time
Hmm.
with the mansions, it's gonna be like 16,000 blocks away. And the Aderno server is going to actually murk itself.
Yeah, it's just gonna be like, yeah, no, that's nasty. It just...
That's nasty.
That's gross.
Just be like, haha, dead.
Haha, I'm in danger.
Haha.
Sure.
Alrighty. I really needed to make this area a lot more navigable, but I said no because I like living
Hey yo,
in
we found
chaos.
someone speedier than the Inchling.
Very cool.
Yeah, me.
The fox.
Yep. Certainly not me because I forget to run all the time.
And you're also slow in the overworld.
True. Well, no. I'm not a piglin, so I'm a blazeborn.
Oh. Busy's the one slow.
Yep. There was a specific reason that I didn't want to pick piglin.
Because you're slow in the overworld.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? That tree's no longer going to affect us after today, so
Hmm.
I'm just gonna take 3 planks and call it good.
I'm going to kill you.
So I
Fix that tree. Fix it. Fix it. Fix it.
Art in their trees.
Fix it or I will murk you.
You can't kill
Fix it.
me. You can't even keep up.
You cannot kill me in a way that matters.
Good luck finding it.
Good luck finding the tree.
I know exactly what tree it is.
Alrighty.
You can't kill me.
There we are. There'll be paperwork.
I found the tree.
Alrighty. Good, good.
Cool. I don't even remember which tree it was. And it
The
wasn't
deed
even,
done.
It wasn't gonna affect you anyway.
It was, because in the back of my mind it was still there. And it would forever be there, and I'd tear down an entire forest just to find it.
Because it's like, why does it matter?
I will hit you with my fire aspect sword. Get back here.
You do have a fire. I kept trying to figure that out if you had a fire aspect sword or not. So that's why I randomly would occasionally get set on fire when we were fighting that raid.
Sorry.
You're fine. I just find it very entertaining. Alrighty. Also, Nikos, I'm gonna save copper for you because I know you need it.
I don't know how much copper I need is the problem. Like,
If it's anything like my other world, you're gonna need a lot more than you think you do. So I'm gonna save some for you.
I need like 3 full gears and then 2 half gears. So.
So
I
yeah.
have 57 blocks of copper.
Why are you so rich? What have you been doing?
I zone out, okay?
I mean, I think I have 47 blocks of copper.
Nice.
What am I doing with my life?
I don't know, but the sad thing is that none of that was with the fortune pickaxe.
That's even more insulted somehow. Like, somehow, that's worse. And it's only worse because, like, right, on this server, I'm not having as much of an issue finding copper and diamonds like I was on my personal world that I've been playing, where I've been making the copper roof house. But somehow, that's worse. Alrighty. Let's see. I do need to go back down at some point.
Where are you?
I am at negative 87, 290.
Wow.
Ba-da-ba-da.
I'm a bit of a ways away then. Not too far, but like.
Let's see.
I did scale over a mountain. Or two.
Hang on.
I don't know.
There's a large slime, and I need slime balls.
Yeah, those are really good.
I don't know, but if we find only one evoker, you can get the totem, because I already have one. But if we find two, I'm definitely getting one. Oh no.
Very good.
Is that what I think it is?
Hmm?
Hey, yo, Nikos, you want to ride into battle on a skeleton horse?
Oh, fun.
Art?
Yeah.
Where?
I was gonna say, he's just like holding your face. I would love nothing more than to ride into battle on a skeleton horse.
Where is it?
Hang on. Let me get closer coordinates to it without aggravating,
where are your...
the skeleton party.
Yeah.
Where are your coordinates and what direction is it?
Good.
Negative 61. Oh, it looks like it's already started because there's already a skeleton on a skeleton horse.
Oh boy.
Negative 61.
And then 248.
What time is it?
Negative 61 and then 248?
Yeah. But the problem is I can't be too much help because I will only be able to hit the horses.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I see a skeleton with an enchanted iron helmet riding a skeleton horse with a skeleton horse over on the side.
It'd be highly entertaining if you could, like,
And another skeleton horse on top of the mountain.
climb up the skeleton or the skeleton horse and hit him that way, but that would be kind of broken.
Bruh, I would love that. Oh, I see you. Alright, you're close.
Cool.
You can either go up or you can go around and there's two skeleton horses.
What do I need? I need pants and I need leggings. Or I need pants and boots. Because pants and leggings are the same thing, aren't they?
Yep. Oh, you already got the
guess
horse.
what? We have one.
Wait.
They said wait for me!
Hello?
Alrighty, very good. Hey, hi, hello.
How do I get on? How do I get on? How do I get on?
Can you actually ride a horse?
Yes.
I like the pause. The pause was fun. Alright, good. Be gone. I don't need that right now. Ugh.
It looks stupid.
Mm-hmm. Bow, 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 bow.
You can literally see my body through the skeleton horse.
Yeah.
Maybe it is
I
to
don't-
regular horses.
Yeah.
Alrighty, let's get back down to pit. Bup, bup, bup. Bup, ba, da, ba, da, ba, da, ba, ba, da, ba, da, ba, da, ba.
How about the... Ha.
Ha, ba, da.
You know, part of me wants to, like, return this to the village.
Mm.
Because it's a skeleton horse. Return it to the village, name it. But,
There's another one down here.
alright, is the skeleton dead?
It doesn't look like there's a skeleton on it.
Hmm.
We
Alright.
can definitely find out.
Yeah,
Yeet.
there's only one way to find out. Okay. Bada, 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 bada. Let's go. Oh, that's redstone, not what I want.
Well,
This one that doesn't have the skeleton dead.
alright.
Down here. You passed it. Turn around.
There we
Go
are.
down. Right there.
Do not steal my iron lava. Like, for once, I don't have to worry about the lava itself for me.
And I only have one saddle, so we can't ride into can't ride into town on our own two, like, horses. Oh, I only
But
have
I'm
one-
gonna.
You're gonna what?
I'm gonna keep going.
Okay, where is you?
Hold on.
Negative 104.
There we are. Well, I found a massive obsidian, thing under a piece of lava.
Nice.
I've clearly been here before, and I left this iron. That's fine. Alright, can I please stop being on fire? Like, being on fire makes me stronger, but I would also like to not be on fire because I cannot see!
Yep, we're going across an ocean.
Y'all have fun.
I'm sorry in advance if the server lags out.
Nah, you're fine. Like, if it lags too hard, I'll just, like...
Alright, I'm in the boat. I can't see, but I'm in the boat.
Lapis, finally, jeez.
Bro, why'd you get out of the boat? I can't see.
Yeah, they cannot drive a boat because they are blind.
They just started driving off.
Oh, well.
Get in the boat.
Okay, good.
Okay. I'll keep an eye on the map, because that's the only thing I can see.
Yeah.
We are going north. We shouldn't be going north.
I'm just
There we go.
imagining this 6-inch tall creature just like with the map the size of like a queen size blanket to them. Just like with it, you can't even see them, you just see their little hands on either side. Okay, cool. Very
Like Jerry holding like a newspaper
Mm.
from Tom and Jerry.
Yeah. Exactly like that. Hello, cat. What are you doing? Gem kitten. What is it? You gotta sit on my headphone cable, and it's not gonna be very fun for anyone involved, child. Ba da da ba ba. Okay, let's see.
Ooh, this one has a row and 1 of hearts.
Hmm.
Nice. I'm gonna set it today because we're having soft tacos later.
Yep. I was gonna say, because I'm in a cavern, I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah. No, I figured I should sleep since I brought a bed.
Yeah.
Alright, let's find out if it works. Wait, no, get back on the horse.
Ooh.
Is it fast? That is the question.
No, which is why I was going to get another horse.
Yeah.
But test it.
Alright.
Test it nonetheless. Test it nonetheless.
Jab.
Art.
What?
Art.
Alright, let's see.
Yes.
Test it.
Alrighty, good.
It works. I'm
I
sitting
think I'm-
inside your pants.
Uh,
I am not joking. I was sitting inside of
Oh,
your
I
pants.
believe you.
I have to... Hang on. I need a screenshot.
I would like to hope that that you're just sitting in my lap.
Or like, I don't know, like, yeah, pretty much. What do I see over there? I can swim in lava, so I can just go check. Bow, bow.
Hang on. I'm gonna put this in just general.
Yee. I hear a zombie.
I'm just gonna put spot the inchling.
Yeah. Cool, cool, cool.
This one's decently fast. Probably not the fastest, but it's faster.
Hmm.
Oh, that looks so dumb.
Okay, cool, cool. Pop. Oh. I'm frightened. This cavern is very big. Well, not huge, just unsettling.
This
Especially
one has one.
Sorry, go
This
ahead.
one has one more health.
But is it
One more
fast?
health. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Scared.
No.
Alright, let's go with this one. I am not driving the horse.
I have a question. I'm looking up at some gravel blocks, and they're producing these little, like, pale white particle effects. What does that mean? Does that mean that they could just fall?
Are they floating?
Yeah.
Are the particles falling?
Yeah.
That means they don't have a bottom block, and they will fall if they are updated.
Okay. Oh, there we go. Did the job for him. Cool.
All right.
I don't know why I did that.
Are we still heading in the right direction? Art,
Yeah?
we still heading in the right direction?
Hang on, I can't see what direction I'm facing.
F3.
Oh.
What?
I crashed.
Oh no! Rip Art. Hello, fan. No one else is streaming, right?
You need to go this way.
Alright.
Do you see which way I am pointing?
Yeah.
That way.
Cool, cool,
Let's see if I can trick shot that. Oh, I did trick shot it.
Nice.
cool. Let me...
I really hope that I don't accidentally look at an Enderman.
Howdy, Minecraft fan. It's good to see you, dear heart. Yeah, I hope you don't look at an Enderman either. That would definitely be an issue.
That would be an issue for you for 5 seconds because this horse is speedy.
True. Or you could just combat log.
That too. I'm just saying that because I don't have any flowers on me and I don't know how quickly an Enderman could actually murk me.
Probably in a second.
Probably.
Did you have, what, 5 hearts?
I have 5 hearts and mostly iron armor.
Ha, yeah. Things are not safe for you, are they?
No, but at least my armor durability doesn't go down when I take fall damage.
True.
Because I don't take fall damage.
Alright, let me go try to find my way back to where I came in from. Because I came up through a lava lake to even get in here. Oh, that's glow lichen. Cool.
Glow lichen in the nether?
I'm not in the nether.
Oh, you were.
Huh?
I thought you were.
No, I'm going for iron.
By the way, I did find the nether spawn on accident.
Aye.
That's good.
So
Yeah.
I'm sitting there like, huh, that's neat.
Yep.
Now, how do I survive this encounter? Because I was literally in the middle of, like, fighting a bunch of piglins.
Oh, fun.
Oh, I feel like a Bastion would literally just be death immediate.
Oh, you'd be gone.
I'd be gone in a heartbeat.
Bruh, you would literally, like, it would just, they would just have to, like, kind of kick you and you'd be dead. They would just
punt me out of the side.
Not even punted, just, like, just just gently.
Because wait. I fell off the horse.
Y'all are just having a fun time.
Yeah. But I
really
oh,
do.
now I want to draw that a little bit.
Yeah. Do
just
it,
a piglin brute just punting me out into the lava lake.
Just like being like, oh my god, is that a cockroach? Bump. What did you find, Jerry? It's nothing. It was just a cockroach. I took care of it.
It was a shiny cockroach.
Yeah, shiny cockroach. It had like a silver shell. It's fine. Where did I come from?
Where did you go?
Where did I come from, Cotton Eye Joe?
I'm from Cotton Eye Joe.
Alrighty. Let's see. Yep,
if it hadn't been for Cotton Eye Joe.
Yep. Alright, where?
That's a fun Just Dance song.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, no,
That's
that
okay,
is a
bro.
fun song.
Where am I going? I can't see in the lava.
Which is kind of ironic since you can swim in it.
I can swim in it, I just can't see. So I have no idea where I came from.
I need to figure out if I can see it.
I think I'm just gonna try to find my way back out. This way? I just need to figure out where I came from.
Any update on the map? Nope. So I
Uh,
can't look at the map while I'm
hello?
on F5, so I can see.
Okay. Let's do this. Try to find...
Did you do any lore this morning?
No, I did not have any lore to do.
Alright.
Alrighty, good.
I'm climbing up this mountain without the horse.
Okay, thank gods. Let's just dig over this way and see what I can find eventually. Excuse you. Don't be rude, Block. I dug you.
Like I said, we're probably gonna lag out the server.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. I am
Zooming
prepared.
along without you.
Okay, cool. I just need to find the tunnel I came from.
Because I see you. Correction, I saw you. I see you.
Cool.
Come on.
Well, I'm on the right track. That was not what I wanted.
You're
to
in the
do.
direction south now. No, you're doing southwest.
Oh shoot! Come on.
A very nice airline.
Yes, very much. Random Southwest advertisement.
We're heading in the right direction though, right?
Yes,
Okay,
we
cool.
need to head southwest.
Okay, cool. Also, I tried to have a brilliant idea of making an AFK machine that I could use, because, like, obviously AFK machines involve water a lot. So I was like, I'm gonna make one I can use. It doesn't work with lava. Because lava, it doesn't quite have the fluid dynamics of water. And I was like,
I mean, I'm sure there's other AFK machines that you could make.
oh, I'm
without
sure,
water.
I'm sure. One of
I
them
do know
being-
which one you were talking about.
But yeah, one of them being like a minecart like situation. But I just don't
Just
know
sit
if
in
that
a
would.
mine.
Yeah, I just don't know if that would lag out the server or not.
Probably not.
Maybe.
Especially if you just stay in the same chunks.
True.
It depends on the farm that you're running.
Yeah, like I said. Alright, there we are. I just want to find my way back into my tunnel. It's gotta be around here somewhere because I've hit bedrock. Ah! Friggin' lava! It's not even a, like, fear, it's just an annoyance.
For me, it's an absolute fear.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because you would be gone in like 2 seconds. Alright, you know what?
That's why I need to make, like, every single sort of prot armor
Yep.
to exist. Except for heat prot, because I don't know what that does aside from slimes.
Yep.
And then being able to walk into, like, hotter biomes.
Mm-hmm.
Where is you?
I'm trying to sleep on a bed on top of a mountain.
I am just going to build up and out. Or, like, dig up and out. Because at this point, I'm just getting annoyed.
Do you see me? I'm jumping up and down and hitting my fist.
Cool, cool, cool. Very good. Very good, very good.
Come on.
Nice. Away
This way?
I go. Ba, 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 ba,
Yes.
ba, 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 ba,
Please be careful of caves next time.
You said nothing about cliffs.
I mean, kill the horse. Do it.
You won't, coward.
Coward. I won't take any damage from it. Only you will and the horse.
Mm. Alrighty.
So the
Again.
question is, do you want to risk your own death?
Your mortality faces you now. What will you do? Alright.
I will spite my mortality. Hang on.
I will take your tome of preserving and take your shiny armor.
They said, mine. Oh, please don't let me dig up into water. I'm so scared I'm gonna dig up into water. I need to be
Why are you heading the wrong direction?
Nah.
Sorry.
No, you aren't. I'm like, are you taking me back because I said I'd take your shiny armor?
I just need to be cautious about
Now I am.
watching for particles. Because thankfully I have that now. Like on my laptop I wasn't able to have particles on. Whoop, time to traumatize Rambo fans. Yep. Basically. I love that, like, I've said that so often at this point that you know exactly what I mean when I say it.
No, I also just know what song you're talking about.
No, I know, but that's what I mean is, like, I literally am like, yep. Because I say it every single time it comes on. Hang on. Where is Discord? Boop. Hello,
Heading
Alea. How are you,
southwest.
dear heart? Welcome.
Did I take the saddle off that? Yes, I did.
Yes, you did.
Welcome to the stream. And I'm so sorry to hear about that pillager check,
We have not made a dent in this map.
Yeah, no, we are, like, just wholly localized to a singular area. Pretty much, anyway. Oop, I found more copper.
I think we may have to potentially ban Woodland Mansion hunts.
Maybe.
Because we're already 3,000 blocks out.
Hooly dooly.
3,000 blocks in total.
Jibbity jab, man. Alright, good.
I don't think Spice ever streamed us raiding Woodland Mansions. But
I'm good, Alea. I'm doing alright.
and about 14,000 in another direction.
Yeah, like, I've never actually fully sought out a Woodland Mansion. Like, I think I've been in one, like, once. But again, because I usually play on creative anyway, that my friends are just like, oh, thank you for the follow. I cannot...
And they're just like, thank you for the follow?
E. Yeah, sorry, I Yee. Someone just followed, I was like, Mega Man Death Sound, scared.
You're going to enjoy your stay.
I hope I'm entertained at least. If not, you will definitely be confused, but it's okay.
If not, then I will entertain chat.
Yeah, Nikos is like, it is a sacrifice I am willing to make.
I'm about to get this. I'm
Arigato.
about to get this man DMCA'd. Hang on.
Wait, is that DMCA'd?
Is it?
The fitness gram base.
I don't-
The multi-stage aerobic path.
Oh my
test
god.
is more difficult as it continues. The fitness gram base test will begin in 30 seconds. Line up at the start.
Alrighty. Bop, bop, bop.
We'll leave you behind.
You can't leave.
Find your own way home.
The insulin really
Yeah, but
said
can
you
you
could stay
scale
here, Fox
mountains?
boy.
Oh, there's a forest fire.
I'm sorry. It may or may not be because of my lava lakes.
This is so far away from you, but yes, it is.
Okay.
Oh, I'm about to crash the server.
No. Please
No,
don't.
but there's dolphins and I have Death Strider 3.
Please don't crash the server.
But funny meme.
Funny meme, but then server crash. Go bye-bye.
I'm doing it.
Alright, where am I? I should be near Ashengrove.
I'll grab one, not all three.
Alrighty. I'm back. Oh shoot, this means that I don't have my boat out. Hold on. Just I'm gonna use cobble. For those who have just joined us, the reason that I cannot... I am blazeboard, so I cannot touch this water. It will not be a fun time for me.
I found a drowned temple.
Ooh, very nice.
And I have Respiration 3, hang on.
You said I'm about to ruin these drown's entire career.
I'm about to ruin this man's whole career.
Oh, shoot, come on, man. Very good. Okay, cool.
That's a water prop book. That's the Enderman.
Right, good.
I think Mixter actually needs water prot, so...
Probably. That probably would be alright.
Alright, you said southwest, so now I'm heading southwest.
cool.
And
I'm at negative 2165, 2984.
Cool. Come on, give me the potatoes. Thank you. Thank you for the potatoes.
Potatoes?
Potatoes. I don't know why I started calling potatoes potatoes. I can't remember why.
Potats.
Potats. Potassium.
Potassium?
Potassium. It's fine, I'm not slowly losing my mind. Don't worry about it.
You haven't lost your mind already?
Mood. And I don't know why that was so loud all of a sudden. Bow, bow. Wait, where are the other lily pads? Hang on. There they are. They're my precious things chest because I use them often to navigate.
You said 2984?
Okay, good. Good,
Yes,
good.
but I found an island that I can sit on.
They said I'm just having a tropical vacation. It's fine.
No, there aren't any tropical fish.
Eh.
But if we do find a coral reef, we do need to tell Feathered because they were looking for one.
Okay, update me as to your coordinates.
I'm gonna sit on this island. I am at negative 2360, 3155.
Good.
You're heading southeast.
Oh,
I'm not.
I thought you said west.
I'm heading southwest. I literally have F3 open and I'm either west or south whenever I've been swimming. There's turtles! Wait, how big are the turtles
Glorious
compared to me?
distraction. Probably
Wait,
really big.
They're so big.
Alright.
Hello, turtle. Hello.
Good and... Good.
I see you. Hello.
Thank you.
Hey, Zavu.
I've just been in this place before. Higher on the street. Alright, I'm in the boat.
Good. Cool. Fun. Nice. Give me more iron. What time is it? Can I go sleep? Maybe.
No.
No?
It's getting close, though.
Yeah, close. I don't know if I have enough time to go place lanterns, but I shall try.
If we were by land, I'd offer to sleep, because that's what I've
Oh no,
been doing.
I'm back at my house. I just needed to know. I wasn't sure, because I was in my basement, so I wasn't entirely sure what time it was.
It's getting close.
Yeah. It is indeed. Alrighty, where am I? I am here. Beep.
Also, Feathered responded to my spot the inchling.
Oh.
They said, I see you, but that's not where I want to be looking.
Poor Feathered.
I'm wondering what it looks like with two full, actual 2-meter people.
Yeah. It probably looks a little cursed.
No, if anything, it looks less cursed.
Meh, true. I haven't even seen the picture yet, so I have no idea. Alrighty. Let's beep up. Very cool. Very good.
You know, it'd be horrid.
What?
You know, it'd be ironic. What would be sad?
What?
What? What would be sad?
I'm going to skin off your kneecaps
What did he
with a
do?
serrated knife.
What did he do?
He blew the raid horn in the middle of an ocean.
Why?
Because
Frick you, I'm going.
Did
I'm swimming.
Art said you could handle yourself. Alright, let's put these up, and I'm probably gonna end stream
Here's the
here in a
thing.
bit.
I'm not even bashing with the boat. And I'm faster than you.
This fox is just tormented our poor Edgelin.
I found a dolphin. Hang on, I'm gonna lag out the server.
No!
As revenge.
Anytime you two do this, it also affects me. And I just want to build
Got
my
the dolphin.
house.
I'll be waiting at this island.
I'm past the island.
Alright, good. Hop. Okay, I think I can just do this from here. It's just
I
a
see
matter
you.
of getting around. Okay, cool. Bop.
Hi.
Really glad I have Respiration 3.
Mm.
Otherwise,
no,
this
no,
would be a
no,
nightmare.
stop. I mean, it's probably going to be a nightmare anyway, but you know.
Fair, fair.
I said hop. Thank you. Don't be rude. This tree is in my way, and it's annoying me.
Burn the tree.
There we go. No, not going to burn the tree, because it's a little too close to my house. That would not be good.
Don't burn the tree.
Yeah, not going to burn the tree. Not going to be advantageous. Beep, and... Bop. Hop.
Oh, piss off.
Bop. Hop.
On your left.
Good, good, good. Very nice. Hop.
I tried to get a dog with 4 bones. It didn't work.
So you gotta work harder
Hold on,
for it.
Let me pause real quick. Let's pause the wooden mansion real quick.
Yeah,
Where
What?
the dog goes? Where the dog goes?
for the dogs, okay.
Good luck.
Enjoy your dogs. That sounded weird. It sounded like I was talking about
Got
like
one.
hot dogs or something.
Alright, I got one.
Just to flex on Art a little bit.
Hold on, just
No,
flex
Art, come
on
back!
Art a little bit. I got another one.
Rude. Be gone, bot.
Start cursing at you in Latin backwards.
Don't summon a demon.
Okay. Good.
You're already talking to one.
Good. Alrighty, cool.
What do you mean?
You're talking to me.
You're not a demon.
Not yet.
Not yet. Just wait until I get netherite and full prot armor.
Yeah, then they're gonna be like a like imp or something.
Actually,
I'm
were
just gonna
those the
come
only,
up and shank your ankles.
were those the only 2 dogs in the area?
Really?
Bow, 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 bow.
Do you want my coordinates so you can find me again?
Hang on, let me go this way. Hop. Bop.
Sure. You want to see my 2 dogs?
No.
Good.
Please don't-
Very
Please don't kill
nice.
my dogs.
Hop and bop. Oops.
And then I keep going south.
Very cool. Give me a sec. Everything's going alright, Azio. Just working on the house right now. And they're off doing woodland mansion adventures with each other. But yeah, right now I'm just making lanterns to go above my house on the staves because I think it looks cool. I'm only going to do it on the top layer, though, not this bottom layer, because that seems like a no good, no fun day to me, at least. But yeah, we've just been working on this house. Hang on, let me get the boat. I have to use a boat because I am a blazeborn, and I am terribly, horribly allergic to water. Why I decided to settle in a swamp, I don't know. But yeah, I think it looks pretty cool. Alright, cool. Let me go back in. Pop. Okay, cool.
Can't they teleport to you?
Yeah?
Yeah, but they don't seem to wanna.
Who? Are we talking about me?
No.
Oh, okay, I was like...
Talking about my doggos. My 2 new dogs.
Alrighty, very good, very good.
I'm gonna skin off your kneecaps.
Keep the threats to a minimum. I don't know if Twitch will take that nicely. Twitch can get weird
For all
about it.
seriousness, it's a joke.
I was gonna say, because Twitch can get a little squirrely about stuff like that.
It's a joke. This is funny block game. Ha
Yeah,
ha.
haha, funny block game. Alright.
I hear myself echo in the stream that I have opened.
Oh, rip.
But it's not that loud of an echo, so I can handle it.
Yeah. Alright, and let's also make... Thank you so much for the follow, I really appreciate it.
Welcome to the chaos.
Welcome to the flock.
Welcome to the chaos.
Never do that again.
No, do it all the time. Constantly.
No,
Torture.
please. Please no.
And I do in wobble voice all of the time.
You could do it in the wobble voice all of the time. But I also need to be cautious because I know I'm going to get carried away and I do not want... Like, it's Netflix who owns that, and I'm like, please don't clap me. I'm just doing the haha funnies.
Just trying to do funny memes. Oh,
Alright.
look, another spruce forest.
I'm trying to tame a horse
Alright,
for
cool.
you.
Pop, 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 pop.
Oh, you have to cross, like, 2 pretty large lakes.
Fun. He said
So
sarcastically.
good luck getting that horse.
Good, good, good. Let's
I'll just
make...
take
And another ocean.
Did I make more
There's another ocean pretty soon.
shades, or am I going crazy? I did not make more...
Wait,
I did, okay.
these are tropical fish.
Did you find a tropical ocean finally?
Yo!
Very good.
I found a lukewarm ocean.
Lukewarm ocean. Is that what they're really called?
A
Yeah.
deep, lukewarm ocean.
Fun.
Would you rather they be called Jeff Worm?
Oh my gods above and below.
I'm going to ban you from your own server, Nikos.
You banned.
Yes, I can.
He is inevitable.
And you only have the ability to turn the server on. You don't even have the ability to turn it off.
I have the ability to turn it off.
Ba, 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 ba.
So nice seeing fish other than cod.
Mm.
Oh, that's a pufferfish. That could murk me, probably.
Oh yeah, that could definitely, because you only have 5 hearts, so that would not be fun for you. Do not underestimate the pufferfish.
I'm not. I'm just saying, oh,
Yep.
pufferfish. Fun.
It do be there.
Do be there.
What are your coordinates?
I'm in the
Right.
middle of an ocean, but negative 42, 17, negative 50, 24.
That if
Slow yourself, adventurer.
No.
it's just partaking in the chaos.
I can't wait to make this entire trek back.
They said sarcastically. Bop, bop, Ed. Well, that bop can
Only
wait
you'll
till
be
later.
making this entire trek back with more dogs.
What is with you and your hound army, man? You pulling a Technoblade moment?
Huh?
Huh?
Excuse me?
I see another dog.
Oh my gods, you and your dogs, man.
There's a dog.
I'm going through this entire woodland mansion by myself. I don't need you.
I got him.
Congratulations on your new
updates.
dog.
I'm not giving you updates on where I am anymore.
Please give updates.
No.
Suffer
Good
in
luck.
Ephema.
You can't even go through it on your own.
Yes, I can.
You'll get killed so much.
Okay. And Totem of Preserving.
Death does not fear, or they do not fear death. You cannot kill them in a way that matters.
I mean, apparently I can because dogs.
Which, by the
That
way,
doesn't kill me, though.
for anyone who's wondering what I keep
Inside it
quoting
does.
when I say that you cannot kill me in a way that matters, there is a very old, well, not old, but there's a Tumblr post that went around where it was somebody talking from the perspective of someone speaking to a sentient mushroom. And the mushroom, they were like, you know, I'll kill you, you fungal son of a bitch. And they are like, you cannot kill me in a way that matters.
Oh yeah, wasn't it like some sort of like mushroom of truth?
Something
Or
about that.
mushroom
I
of
actually
infinite
have...
knowledge?
I have a pillow with a cross-stitched version of that phrase somewhere in the house.
That's amazing.
And it was specifically for one of the cosplay projects I did was with a group of friends where we did a ghost pirate ship crew kind of thing called the Cursed Eel Crew. And I had 2 eels on either side and it said, you cannot kill us in a way that matters.
I don't know, but we hit far enough west. We just need to head south.
Okay.
Cool.
I hope y'all are having a good adventure with your woodland mansion thing. Should be fun. Says the
Wait.
guy who's never dealt with a woodland mansion.
I think I realized something.
Eh?
This map that I have doesn't have a woodland mansion imprint on it.
Oh.
It just looks like a blank map.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to cry.
On your
Rip.
I
left.
found an ocean monument.
Looking
No,
for a
that's shit.
mansion,
Ooh.
found a monument. At least
That's
you found
happened.
something worthwhile.
I found a jungle temple on my way to.
Oh my
Woodland
gosh,
Mansion.
I haven't seen a jungle temple in years. Well, then again, I also don't
Even
adventure in
old
jungles too
SMP,
much,
I-
so...
I raided it in like 2 minutes.
Oh yeah, because they're so tiny.
They're so tiny and they're so simple to do. It's like
Yeah.
you break.
Well, they
couple
were,
strings.
like-
That's a shipwreck, Nikos.
They were like the very first of the
I already rated it.
things. I don't know how to phrase it, but you can't judge them too harshly. Alrighty, let's see.
Yeah, I think on a way to an ocean, not an ocean monument, woodland mansion,
Uh-huh.
I found 2 ocean monuments.
I kind of low-key want to drain an ocean monument, but that would probably destroy the server.
Oh, probably.
But I also am just like, I've been watching Phil do it, and I'm like, I want that to be me.
I want to do that.
I love gigantic projects like that.
Mhm.
Ayo, Spice. But
Hello,
yeah.
Spice is in chat.
Yep.
Hello, Spice.
Alrighty. Let's
Hey,
pull
Salt.
back. Yee, I like
Yo,
that.
what up, Pepper?
Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to put a
Hey,
chimney.
you know.
I almost said paprika in the way that a particular TikToker says it, and I was going to be embarrassed because I very nearly said paprika.
Paprika?
And it's like specifically
How
a
are you
Midwestern pronunciation.
Basil?
Alrighty. I'm trying to decide if I
Wait,
think I still want to add a chimney at some
We're
point.
supposed to just be heading south.
Yes.
What am I doing? Yee! Thank you. Alrighty.
Oh, I found a pink sheep.
And I love this view
Is
in
it?
particular from the farm layer. I just think it looks really nice. Let's see how we look on the map. Oh my
You know where
god,
we have to do
takes
this,
up
right?
a fourth of the Ashengrove. So this is, you can see like the nearby villages
Alright.
here. This is Ghost's
Yeah.
house.
You know what has to happen, right?
What has to happen?
What?
I'm lost.
Come here, pink sheep.
Are you gonna murder a poor
We're gonna
sheep?
kill it.
What did that sheep do to you?
It was pink.
And that
Apparently
is the
that's
reason
a
for its
punishable by
execution?
death offense.
Apparently so. Let me grab. I'm gonna decorate it here while I'm thinking about it. So let me grab some of these. I'm
I
gonna
really
grab.
hope that it's just like the mod that was installed for mini maps or
Yeah.
maps in general that
Uh-huh.
is making this glitch happen.
Which glitch?
That the Woodland Mansion isn't showing up on the map,
Mm.
even though I bought it as a Woodland Mansion map.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
Because if we went all the way out here for nothing, I'm going to somehow murk myself and never come back.
Yeah, I don't
And
blame
just
you.
restart all of my materials. Well, I found a witch's hut.
Try to remember how to make.
Oh, there's a witch in it. Death.
Oh, okay, that's how I make a pressure plate.
I have killed a witch. Do I get a prize?
Cool, add.
You get like a 2%
Fence.
chance of a
Where's
luck post.
Fence. Where's fence? Fence.
Actually, you know what we have the opportunity to do? We're in the middle of a swamp.
Aye.
Hey, Art, was it 3
Yeah.
to the X or 3 to the Z
For what?
for diamonds?
I just normally dig straight down.
Cool.
In the middle?
Why do you dig straight down? That's like the first rule of Minecraft. Don't dig straight down.
Yeah, no, but
You live in life on the edge?
in clay,
Oh,
under
that
rivers and
thing,
stuff.
that trick. I see.
So far, whenever I've done that trick, there's never been a cave underneath me. But I always find diamonds.
Yeah.
ERB gonna get diamonds.
I'm just waiting for Nikos' fell from a high place.
Yeah, I was gonna say waiting for Nikos' death message. Okay, then.
Well,
pressure.
joke's on you.
No, that's not a pressure plate. That's not what I wanted.
Joke's on you lot. When I dig straight down, I dig too wide.
As a smart person should do, yes. Very correct. That is like the only way that you can safely dig straight down.
And then you have to position yourself equally on both blocks so that once you mine one, you don't fall.
Yep.
You can position yourself barely on one block.
Oh yeah, you can. But you have to be really, like, pixel perfect accurate. Aw, that looks cute. I wonder if I could put a flower pot on that. But I don't know exactly what I need to make a flower. I'm sure it's like clay or something. Eee, look at that. That's precious.
I think it's either clay or bricks in the form of a bucket shape.
I have an idea. I'm gonna make a couch.
Yo, can I sit on the couch?
If you could sit on stairs, theoretically.
We can sit on stairs.
Alrighty. Hang on.
We're
I
able
need
to
to
sit on stairs and slabs.
E. Alright.
Granted, you can't see me when I sit.
True, because you just, like, kind of, like...
But I'll be there.
I was gonna say, you just kind of absorb into the ether.
I just meld into the block.
By the way,
I found a mountain with pumpkins.
Okay.
it was +3 to the Z.
Down.
Fun.
Where am I?
How many diamonds?
Alrighty. Let's put this couch into place, and then I might call stream there. Just trying to decide when.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Why? Why is... Oh, you know what? That's just a graphical
Six.
glitch, I think.
What's happening?
It's fine.
Everything is fine.
Yeah, it's just a graphical glitch. Yeah, cool. Okay, why does it keep doing
I found more dogs,
bark?
but I have no bones.
I ran out of bones because I tamed 3 dogs.
You know what?
Well,
I
I
actually have an idea. I'm
have
actually
one
going to
bone.
put another thing here. I'm going to put a bookcase there.
Did
if
you
I
lose
have-
your other dogs?
I teleported so they unloaded the chunks.
Right now, I'm just going to put a plank there as a placeholder, but I will eventually put a bookcase here, and then we'll put a thing on it, and it'll look
Ooh.
cute. You'll see.
What color bookcase?
I don't know. I haven't
Make it
decided.
out of
yet.
ebony.
Yeah, everything in the Ashengrove is made out of ebony anyway, so... Okay, that's cute.
You can add a pop of color by making it out of azalea.
Remind me how I sit, by the way.
Right click. For me, I have to be standing
There we
on
go.
top of the block.
Alright, I figured it out.
BRB, I'm gonna be...
Oh, look at me! Oh, I'm so cute. Oh, that's precious. Grandpa on the couch. What will he do?
Probably sleep.
He's
Probably
he
sleep.
likes- He's,
Hey, boo boo.
Hey,
he's
boo
going
boo.
to commit a war crime.
No, Grandpa's not gonna commit a war crime. No, thank you.
I
Grandpa's
think the
committing
grandpa
war.
already committed war crimes in the past, so I don't think he wants to do any more.
Yep, you got right on the money. Not intentionally, but he did
I
commit a war
found a
crime.
village.
Y'all are just. Oop, that was.
I'm pissed. I'm so pissed.
Y'all
You
are
wanna
just
start a
fucking
raid?
everything.
No, we're not going to start a raid all the way out here.
Please don't start a raid. All right,
It's not even
Raid.
going to be anywhere near you.
I know, but
But
still.
raid.
Taking the bread.
Alrighty. So I'm gonna go ahead and end up stream. It was great having y'all here, and
Yeah.
I'll see y'all tomorrow, same time as usual. I love you all. Bye, guys.